Have you ever felt like there's never enough time in the day between taking care of the children, the home, yourself, the family? Work is never ending. The stress is a lot. If you've ever felt this way, this video is for you. Taking care of the home, the family, and yourself is always a whole lot of struggle. So today I'm going to be telling you how I handle my day in this video. Hi guys, this is Enki. If you're not, then you're welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Nkiru Arenze, a content creator and a mom based in FCC, Nigeria. I have 2 kids, a husband, and a thriving business online. Yes, I'm a content creator, a full-time content creator. So if you want to know how I handle this, how I juggle this, how I do this and still come out looking peng, stay tuned and let's get right into it. Baby, why you call me? Do you feel alone? Hi guys, if you're a mom trying to do all things and get them done, sit down, grab your popcorn and watch this video. And if you're doing something, just play this video and listen, because I'm not doing anything extra. I'm not going to be acting, I'm just going to be talking and gisting you guys. You will love this video. I've always been someone that likes my things done a certain way. No, I'm not arranged, I am not prim and proper. I am just me. I like to be on time. In everything you will take home from this, just know that I like to be on time. So if you know you're a late comer, you need to re-strategize and know what you're going to do right. Because you see me, if I have to be somewhere at 4, best believe I'll be leaving my house by 3:30. So what you have to know is that I am an early goer. Everyone that knows me knows I goes early. If you have an event for 4 and you put it at 4, I will be there by 4. If you have an event by 5, I will be there at 5. So if you know that you're doing African time, call me before time and tell me don't come here by 5. But let me give you a story that happened. A friend of mine invited my sister and I for a birthday party, and then she was like, Enki, I know you're always on time. I know I put 2 o'clock there. Please don't come till around 4. I was like, no wahala. Then I slept. Around 2 I slept and I overslept. By the time I woke up, it was around 3:34. In between preparing the children and preparing myself and my sister getting ready, we all went late. We got to that birthday party by 6 o'clock p.m. Not my proudest moment, but this was, I was like, this woman for just leave me, because I would have just walked with the time I came. When we came, the party was almost over. The food had finished. In fact, the kids just had drinks and snacks. I wasn't proud, but it happened. Even though that I'm saying I like to be on time, there are down days. There are days that it doesn't just go how you planned. But you don't tell yourself, oh, you have failed. No, you haven't failed. It's just one of those days. So don't even stress yourself. I also myself, well, it has happened one of those days. Thankfully, it was not an appointment I had to keep up with. So I also told the kids, no, have fun. They had fun. They played. They did some other things. They didn't just have the time to play with other kids or eat and all those kind of things. So as a new mom, let's take it from the top. As a young woman, I had all the time in my hands. I had time to gist, time to lounge, relax, all those things. As a new mom, it became obviously very difficult to keep up. I wouldn't press my phone. I wouldn't go through my phone. I wouldn't be able to do anything. So I was like, you know what? How do I make this work? How do other women do it? There's some women have 4 kids, 5 kids, and yet they get it done. I have just 1. How am I coping? The first thing I did was outsource. I got help, because before I had my child, I didn't have any living help. I had just the one that comes and goes once a day. I said, get a new help, get a living help. I told myself, you can't do it alone. Outsource, get a help. Now, if you know you can afford it, get help. If you know you can't afford it, you just have to find a way to manage your time. But if you can afford it, please prioritize your health and get help. So the first thing I did was get help. The first thing I did was get help. I got a living help, and she was living with us. She wasn't going to school at that time, so she was living with us, and then we planned together to make everything work well and make ourselves not be planless. Because if you've ever had a new child, God, as a new mom, you know how difficult it is to actually multitask and plan with a baby. So I had to always re-strategize and plan myself to suit my calendar and my plans. What I'm trying to say here is that you need a system to work with. So I planned myself. Now what I did as a new mom then with only 1 child, before we get into having 2 kids and running a whole family with just 1 child, what I did was, hey, they are here. Guys, what I'm talking about there, I'm sure you can hear Casey's voice. The outside shouting. So well, let me start from the now. What I did was, as a new mom with a baby, I planned myself. I wake up in the morning, my help wakes up in the morning. When she wakes up, she sweeps the house, cleans the house. Maybe is still sleeping at that time. She cleans the house, sweeps the house, has her bath. We created a routine. So what we always do now, if you know that you want to have your bath as a mom or your help, or you want them to be, everybody to be clean, the first thing you should do when you wake up is have your bath, as long as that child is still asleep. So my help then would wake up as early as 6 o'clock, have her bath. Like having her bath was the first thing she would always do. Have her bath and start sweeping and cleaning the house. She would sweep, she would dust, she would clean, she would arrange everywhere she needs to arrange, and then start preparing the baby's food. But then I'm not taking it from when Casey was very, very small. Let's take it from when he had grown a bit, because I stayed like 4 months before I had Casey. Or hold on, let's take it from when I was alone before I got help. What I used to do when I wake up in the morning, I'll go and have my bath. But then Kelly is still sleeping. I would have my bath, go to the kitchen. I had 2 water flasks. Now you have to get a lot of things, a lot of utensils that would help you in making this thing go well. I would boil his water for having his bath, keep aside. Boil water for me to use and make his food, because I wasn't doing exclusive, so I needed hot water, keep aside. Sterilize his bottles. I wasn't using the electric sterilizer then. I would sterilize his bottles, keep it aside. I would clean the kitchen, keep it aside. I would start preparing what I know we want to eat for the whole day. Morning, afternoon, night. For morning we can say cereal, or I'll bring out, mind you, I've brought up out the previous day. I'll bring them out so it has defrosted. I'll start warming it. I would warm it, prepare the pap, pour it in a flask, and boil water for his food. Now I have 3 flasks I have done and kept. I will go ahead to bring out his clothes, iron them if they are not ironed, and start arranging everything. Now then, my husband used to help me about the iron. He would help me every Saturday. He would iron all the clothes, all my baby clothes, because then as a new mom, you always iron your baby's clothes. He will help me iron baby's clothes during the week. So Saturday, Sunday, my husband irons all their clothes, and then we'll fold it and keep it inside his drawer. So I bring out his clothes, prepare everything for having his bath, bring out the basin, the soap, the cream, everything, arrange it and keep. Then I'll have something to eat, whether it's tea, whether it's that, or whatever it is, I'll have it. If Kedi is still sleeping, Kedi is my first son, by the way. If Kedi is still sleeping by that, let me say it's 8 o'clock, and which means I still have time on my hands, I would then go, whatever I want to eat in the afternoon, I will start preparing it. If I had a timetable. Another way of simplifying is having a timetable, food menu. One of the things that stresses women is timetable. You see that timetable, it stresses women. If you don't have a timetable, that means every day you wake up, you're thinking of what you're going to eat, which means you have not had time to plan the previous day. So because I have my timetable, I know what you're eating the next day, so I plan ahead. So if you're eating spaghetti, I must have mixed my tomato. My tomato is already ready. I'll just bring it out. It will defrost. I'll bring it out. So when I want to now make the food, I'll bring it out immediately. I must have chopped my vegetables. I'll pack everything. So meal prepping also helps you in planning as a new mom. Meal prepping. If you don't prep your meals, you will now be forced. But the time that I would have made you, maybe if you're supposed to cook 2 hours, maybe you're meant to make a pot of soup in 2 hours. Because your meal prep is reduced to 1 hour, sometimes even 45 minutes. So this is the power of meal prepping. So I always meal prep. It's something I always do. I meal prep. By meal prepping, I plan myself. I plan what I'm going to do. So when I'm ready to do all those things, it doesn't take up much time. So when I'll start cooking the food, I'll make everything, get everything ready, make the meal, and cover my pot, then keep it. Then I know that night food is garri and soup, because I simplified night food. I cannot stress about at night looking around what I'm going to eat. So night food is eba, swallow. So I'll bring out the soup from the freezer and let it start defrosting. That's it. Then maybe Kedi now wakes up. I'll proceed to have a bath. When I bath him, I'll feed him, I'll dress him up, I will now stay with him, gist with him, play with him, and at the same time go through my phone, whatever I have to do. If I have work to catch up with, I catch up with my work. Engage him by putting cartoon for him. If you don't want your child to do screen, okay, then Kedi was not even really doing screen time. So I was sitting down on his mat. He had this mat that had a lot of drawings on it. I'll keep him on the mat, keep some of his toys for him, and watch him play and arrange whatever he wants to arrange, like just have his time and enjoy himself. So that's how I used to do it as a new mom without help. I always plan myself. Something else that helps some mothers, I have seen it online, I've seen it in a lot of places, is having a to-do list. I have never been one to have a to-do list. I function without to-do list. When I tell myself I need to get these things done, I remember people have to-do lists. Before you go to bed every day, you tell yourself you do a mental check of what it is you need to do for the next day, and you bring out your phone and do a to-do list. You write them down. Now to-do list can be in different forms. Some people write it down, some Some people use pen and paper writing. Some people have it on their phone. Some people leave it in their head. I am part of those that leave it in their head. But now I have understood the power of writing down on your phone, having a notepad. Now iPhone has made it easy for us to have these notes. I write everything on my notes. If you go through my notes, you'll be like, what's happening here? I have everything. My YouTube videos, I script it. My Instagram videos, I script it. My life, I script it. Going to the market, I plan it. Every single thing is scripted. So have a to-do list. It can help you in figuring out how you can plan yourself, how you can get and achieve things done in a day. I've already said this. Prep what you can in advance. Like prepping what you can in advance. Example. This curry and soup I'm talking about now, it'll be easy if you already have soup in the freezer, right? Some people make fresh food every day. That can't be me. I can't make swallow every day. I can't make soup every day. So what I do is that in my freezer, I always have like 3 to 4 soups. You also have to have a freezer for this. So that's why I said you have to have certain gadgets to help you plan yourself. So I cook enough soup. I cook when I was still a new mom, like a young wife. I had like a freezer. So I would cook soup. Let me say 2 soups then, because it was just my husband and I. 2 soups then and store it. So egusi and oha and then something like that. I figure out, okay, my best soup is oha soup. Then my husband's best soup is egusi soup. So I'm always going to have egusi soup and have oha soup. It is going to be a middle ground to be onugbu soup. So 3 soups. I make it and keep. So it lasts me for like a month. So I keep all those things. I buy meat in quantity. I keep. Buying in bulk also helps you. So planning in advance helps you. I buy food in bulk. I buy provisions in bulk, because with that I don't have to be going to market every single day. As a new wife, I used to go to market every Saturday. Every time I carry my bag, I'm going to market. But now I go to market like once in 3 months and once in a month for some perishables. And some perishables, any day I drive by, I buy it for my customers on the roadside. I buy everything in bulk now. My washing soap, bathing soap, every single thing. Golden Morn, cereals, down to tin tomatoes, down to sweet corn. I buy everything in bulk. I buy carton and keep. The last time I went for bulk shopping was in February. We're in April, going to May now, and that was the last time I bought things in bulk. So buy things in bulk. I am already due for buying things, just buying few things. In fact, the biggest bulk buying I have done was in November. I bought meat, I bought chicken, I got everything I wanted. So now I'm due for another bulk buy. Now I plan ahead, I save money, I pack the money. I come with my husband at every point I have. At any given opportunity, I tell him, baby, give me money. I might call it billing, but at the end of the day, I'm going for that bulk shopping. I carry all the money I've collected from him over time, and I go to market and I buy everything in bulk and keep it. It helps you. As a woman, it keeps you sane. It keeps you relaxed. It keeps you on board that you don't have to be thinking out of the box every single time. Oh, what will I cook? Oh, where will I get this from? Oh, what will these kids have? You should put in motion that Nigeria is actually very difficult now. And if you don't plan, money does not fall from the sky. Now, another thing I always do is protecting my me time. You should see me do. Like now, filming this video is my me time. I always have my me time. It is very important because you can't pour from an empty cup. Some mothers will be like, I don't have time. It's only these children. It's because you don't want to have time. You should always map out time for yourself at least every day. There's me time. I do maintenance every week. My nails, my hair, my lashes. I have them always done. Now the reason why I have my nails always done is that my husband loves nails that are fully done. But now it has extended more than that. I'm a vlogger, I am a YouTuber, I am a content creator. I need to use my hands at every point in time, so my nails are important. I love to use my face also to represent my brand, so I need to have my lashes done. I used to say before I come in front of the camera, I must have my makeup done. Before I do this, I don't want to be looking pale, and I can understand that it is who I am. I love to look pink always. So I told myself, what are the things I can do to reduce that time, that if I want to create content that will last for only 1 hour or 30 minutes, I will can start doing full blown makeup that will last me for 10 minutes. I will do that when I'm done and start cleaning it. I figured out, okay, you know what, NK, your lashes. I started fixing lashes. I started doing my nails, and then I later invested in microblading. In my vlogs, you must have seen the process of me doing my microblading. I did this microblading, and now look at me. I'm before you guys now. If I even want to do anything extra, it's just put eyeliner inside my eye. But I came to you like this, and I know I don't look bad. I don't even have a wig on because this hair I know is fine. This is a regular hair, but because I put these beads on it, it looks like it's very, very fancy. Then my earring, I didn't even do anything much. I just have my back. Then another thing is invest in your skincare. Though you your skincare routine, guys. Do your routine. Invest in good skincare products so your skin can thrive. So if you want to do videos or do anything, you don't have to start saying, okay, if I'm going out now, I really do makeup. Once I get up, I say, look at my skin. It's shining. I heal myself. I want to have my bath, do my skincare routine, wear my jewelries, put on my outfit, I accessorize very well, and I look good. Don't I look good? Look at my lashes, my eyebrows. I apply lip gloss. If I want to do lipstick, brown lips, something, pop the lip, and I'm good to go. My jewelry, every single thing, and I am very good to go. So guys, invest in you, because you can't pour from an empty cup. You hear what I said? You can't give what you don't have. When you look at yourself and you look this good, you'll not be stressed. You won't be saying, oh my God, I've lost myself. If you allow yourself to lose yourself, you will lose yourself. But I don't let that happen. I take my time to take care of myself. Once a month, I go for my beauty maintenance. I do my lashes, I do my nails, I do my hair. If I'm carrying normal all back, at least after 2 weeks, I'll go and change it. I always have to look good, because if I look good, I feel good. So yeah, take care of you. Always remember time for me time. If you know you have to take a short nap, sleep. Take that nap. Lock your door and sleep. Even you are somebody's child too. Now, it is not about getting everything done. It's about doing what matters, what is actually important. And when I say this thing, some people will say, oh, which one is important, which one is not important. Sometimes it's not important to sweep the house every day. Yes, you swept it yesterday, allow that broom to rest. It's not a must you sweep every day. That's if you don't even have help. If you have a help, you plan the day for her. You wake up in the morning, have your bath. After having your bath, start sweeping the house, arrange the house. Currently, I have 2 helps. I have the one that comes and the one that lives in. So one comes and goes, and she comes every day in the week except on Sundays and Fridays. So she comes Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. This is because I have a second baby, I have a toddler. When my first child goes to school, my second child, someone needs to take care of him, because if I'm not taking care of him, I'll be exhausted the whole day. I won't get anything done. So she comes every day. Mondays she cleans the house. Wednesdays she washes clothes. Saturdays she does overall cleanup of the house. Then the other days, or her primary duty is to come, make sure and come and stay with Casey, my second child. She stays with him and takes care of him the whole day. Doesn't mean that when she comes Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays, she doesn't take care of him. She does, but she knows that she has to sweep, she has to clean. So we plan, and she plans her day and knows what she's going to do. So I outsource. If you don't outsource, if you're the only one, if you don't have help, guy, allow yourself to breathe. It's not everything that should be done every day. It's not every day you should be washing clothes. Wash clothes once a week, wash clothes twice a week. In my home, we wash clothes twice a week, Wednesdays and Saturdays. We don't wash clothes every day. That clothes that you have worn and that you want to wear again within the week, it can wait. Find another clothes in your wardrobe, the other clothes. So wash just twice. Find time. We sweep the house every day, but we clean the house at least 3 times a week. We don't clean the house every single day. So we clean the house Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. Allow yourself. If you can only do 2 times, do 2 times. My house is full. My husband is around. I am around. My sister-in-law, my help, and my 2 kids. So we are currently 6 in the house. So the house sometimes is very scattered. I show you my room now, I'm very scattered. But I know when I'm done with my video, I will start arranging my things quietly and gently. Sometimes I tell myself, you know what, you are tired, just sleep. It will not, the house will not fly. The house, nothing will happen to anybody. Guy, just rest. You need to rest. You can't keep every time saying, oh, I'm tired, I'm always tired, there are a lot of things to do, or more relaxed. And sometimes involve your husband, ask him to help you. Then I say, okay, please, I am very tired, I have been home with the kids, or I went to work, I am tired, can you stay with these kids for like 1 hour, let me just get a little rest. Every man should be that understanding. I believe so. I know some people are unreasonable, but yeah, we don't pray from reasonable men. Ask for help. Tell him you want to sleep, can you stay with the kids, lock your door, lie down and sleep. And leave that phone, sleep, just rest. Don't always say, oh, I have to get this done. If it's not done, nothing will happen. If I'm not there, nothing will happen. Guys, if something happens to you today, tomorrow that house will move on. Am I saying tomorrow? Immediately something happens to you, they will move on. That house will keep up, everything will keep running. So remember that you always have to give yourself grace. You are human too. Allow yourself to breathe. Allow yourself to rest. Tell yourself, oh, I'm human and I need this break. NK, you need break. Now, if this video has helped you and made you feel seen, give us a thumbs up, like this video. comment on this video, share this video. There's a mom that needs this. When moms are going through a lot, I tell them, there are ways for you to do these things. Plan yourself, arrange your life. Tell yourself when it's okay. Tell yourself, okay, I need to rest. It's time for me to rest. I can't do this anymore. Then you rest. We have lost a lot of lives because they try to do too much. They try to be speak and spam. That house that is scattered, nothing will happen to it. Leave it like that. That child that is playing around, leave him. He must not always have his attention. He must not always have your attention. Sometimes say, play on your own. Mommy is tired. Mommy needs to sleep. That's those clothes that are not folded and not arranged. Leave it and sleep. Some people have OCD. Some people, everything has to be speak and spam. Allow yourself and keep pouring into yourself. Invest in yourself because you are the only one that know what you are going through. Nobody can tell you. You are the only one. As a mom of 2 and 3, in fact 2 and 3. Do you know why I say 2 and 3? There is my husband, there is my sister-in-law, there is my nanny, and then there are my sons, my 2 sons, KD and Casey. I am a mom to everybody because I'm the one that has to craft up and know what has to be done. But because I have help and I have a source, I plan myself. I have a timetable. I see these are the things we have to eat. So every day Patience wakes up. Patience is my help, by the way. She knows this is what we are going to eat. The day before, if it's chicken, she'll bring out the chicken, cut it, marinate it. I know she's cooking. If she has sense and she has done it 2 days before, it means when that night she will cook it and fry it, reduce her work a bit and store it in the fridge. We have cooked, we have fried, we have kept the chicken stock. Then by next morning, if it's spaghetti we are cooking, she'll start bringing out everything. By then, she has cut her vegetables because I must use vegetable to cook. She has cut the vegetables, she has fried the tomato. All I have to do in the morning is to come and make the food. On some days, I sleep all through. I don't cook. Do you know why? Because I taught Patience how to make beans the way I like it and my husband likes it. I've taught Patience how to make yam and vegetable the way we like it too. So on Tuesdays, I sleep in because Tuesdays we have beans porridge, beans and plantain. On Thursdays, I sleep in because we have yam and vegetable. I know I sound crazy, but yeah, these are ways I make my life easy. So I don't wake up on Tuesdays. I'm very excited. I'm sleeping till at least 6:30. I don't have to get up and jump up as early as start preparing everything. I sleep in and wake up 6:30 and just start arranging and trying to check has she done everything and planned everything and then take them to school. So I plan myself. If I've not really taught how to make spaghetti. If not, right now they make spaghetti to safe. But my children, they like my spaghetti. My mama likes my spaghetti. So I've not really taught how to that touch. You know, spaghetti is any small thing that's sport. That's scattered. So Mondays I don't wake up because we're eating leftover from the previous day. Tuesdays I don't wake up early too because I'm having beans porridge. Thursdays I don't wake up because I'm having yam and vegetable. Fridays we figure out what we eat because on my timetable Friday is freestyle. Anything that comes to mind, these are the days I want to freestyle and make something easy peasy. Then I freestyle. So these are the plans, how I plan and arrange myself. I teach them what I like and they get it done. When they don't deliver it, I correct them. Some days I shout. Some days you find me screaming, but then they get the work done. So plan yourself. I believe that this video is very educating for everybody because even myself, I'm picking some things that I have stopped doing. I need to continue doing. I buy my things in bulk. So my tomato now, I buy it, I boil it, I fry it, I pack it in nylons. I pack big size for tomato for stew. I pack small size of tomato for making yam, vegetable and sauce, all those things like spaghetti, jollof rice, all those things. So I keep all those things small in the freezer. I buy my vegetables, fresh vegetables like bell pepper, carrots, green beans, spring onions, all those things, and I store them in the freezer. So throughout the week, I know what I'm cooking, so I know the days I need vegetables, so I keep them in the fridge and I use them during the week. So I don't have to rush into the market every day to buy this and to buy that. Do you understand? Who is that? What do you want? Kidi, I'm filming a video.
Auntie.
Auntie who?
Auntie Mama.
Auntie Mama? Is she not in the parlor?
No.
Go and check. Go and check in the room, okay? I'm filming a video, okay? Can you see the kind of distractions I'm talking about? And that's because I didn't lock my door. And I gave instruction, no, Patience lock everywhere, but you see. But then, these are the things you have to keep up with because you're a mom. Anyway, guys, I plan myself. I do all these things. I buy meat in bulk. It also saves me money and saves me time, saves me costs. I buy meat in bulk. I don't buy by kilo. So if I have any small money I've collected from my husband's pocket, I tell my batwa man, I want meat. How much is cow? Give me half. Give me water. And I store in my freezer. I buy up from the east and I pack it in my freezer. So the days I want easy meal, I don't want to stress that morning by having up my pap. I make pap in bulk. My nanny, the one that comes and goes, she has a grinding machine in her house. So what I do is I give her money, buy me pap 2,000, buy me joro 2,000, buy me this one 1,000. I write the list. She goes to the market, she buys it, she soaks it, and after the third day she'll blend it to her with her blender, her big industrial blender, and bring it to my house, and then we'll arrange it and pack it with and then put it in the freezer. That way we have pap. We have everything we need. I plan myself. You need to plan and meal prep, and that way you don't have to stress too much. If I know I'm going to cook soup on Saturday, yeah, on Monday I've told them I'm making soup on Saturday. This is what we are making. That's Saturday. Before that Saturday, on Monday they'll bring out all the meat we need. It will defrost. The ones that need proper cooking, like this cow leg, cow head, all these hard parts or more, they'll cook it in my charcoal stove outside. They'll cook it that day. It will become soft. To put it in the freezer. The next day they'll bring out the egusi, blend it, put it in the fridge. They'll bring out the omono, blend it, set it aside. My vegetables, I'll buy my vegetables. That Friday night like this, I'll buy my vegetables. They'll cut it and slice it. Then Saturday morning, once I wake up, I've put my meat on fire. Everything, I just come and I start mixing, putting my spices, putting everything. I'll outsource it so that the life of your head will still stay. Guys, I know you love this video. Tell me the things you do that make motherhood easy for you. Somebody might be learning in the comment section. Somebody might want to learn one or two things. If you have any question, ask me. I have told myself I will now be engaging my comment section. Usually once you guys comment, I'll just leave it. Now I'm going to be engaging and commenting on my comment section. Drop your questions, I would answer it. And anything you want to learn how to use and micromanage your time, ask me. If I have a solution, I will tell you. And somebody might be in the comment section that has a solution too. Please reply the person and let's get to know each other. I'll see you guys in my next sit down video. Bye.